Hi, welcome to this very special presentation. You're about ready to see something that you may have never heard of. In this short video, you might even be blown away on what is truly possible. You are going to see how you can do some fairly quick and simple actions in your life to get what you truly want. Now, nothing airy-fairy. It's all proven and examples are everywhere. You will learn how you too can start truly living your life on your terms. This is especially important if you are someone that is that still small voice. You know what I mean. And it keeps getting louder and louder. It's really louder and louder about something you really want to do, yet for some reason, you still aren't doing it. So regardless of where you're starting from, you could be stuck in a job you don't really want. You could be an entrepreneur that wants something different. You could be raising kids and are ready for your next mission. Or you could be someone that is ready to get massive service and you're just not sure the next step. If any of that sounds like you, then listen up and get ready to take some action steps today, even if you have no idea where to start. Hi, I'm Michael Harris, and I'm just a regular dude who got a PhD in the hard knocks of life, and I kept getting back up to live again. You'll hear a bit about what happened to me, and most important, how it can help you. So let's get started. Let's talk about quantum leap. A quantum leap in physics is an abrupt change, a sudden increase, or dramatic advance. We're going to show you today exactly how that's happening everywhere and exactly how you can tap that into your life. Now, the three areas that most people think about, and you may think about this too, maybe not, but this is where most people, these three categories, health, wealth, or relationship. Maybe in health, you think, oh, I've got a backache, or maybe a shoulder, or maybe you got a headache and you think you have cancer. We're constantly thinking about all these different things with our health. Money, wealth. How are we thinking about money? How am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to buy a car? How am I going to raise my kids? What am I going to do to send them to school? How am I going to take a vacation? Well, if my parents get older, I need to take care of them. So we're constantly thinking about the wealth and the money. And relationships with family, with friends, with coworkers, all sorts of different people. And think about the quantum leap that happens when somebody's getting down on their knee and asking somebody else to join them as their partner. The heart's beating for both of them. Maybe a little sweat coming down for both of them. And then that, yes, there's this surge of this incredible energy. That's a quantum leap. That's a change, an abrupt change from one state to another. Now, who am I? My name is Michael Harris. I'm a speaker, a quantum fall. Now, you may have taken your own quantum falls. Maybe all of a sudden somebody left you. Maybe you had a health issue. Maybe you had a big tax bill. It could be a number of things where all of a sudden we fall. It sucks. It hurts. We never think we're going to get back up again. But somehow it happens. Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. So what could you do? What would you do if you could create the life you really want to live? Again, that health, having optimum health, maybe having all that cash flow coming in as much as you want. Maybe relationships are better. So your relationship is better, you got more money, you got better health. What else is there really? So let me give you a couple examples of nature, how this idea of quantum leaps happen in nature. This is the northern white-faced owl. It lives in Africa. It's also known as the transformer owl. In the middle, it's in its normal state where it's just sitting there on a branch, kind of checking you out. And then the one on the left, a predator's come along. So it's made itself look really big and ominous, has one ability to do that. Then on the opposite side, it can also shrink down. It can hide in branches and make it actually look like a limb, like a branch in a tree. And it can do all of this instantly. Just within a split second time, it can change and transform itself depending upon what it needs to do. Nature is another great example. Sparks Lake, this is a place I love to go to. On the left is late autumn day. The snow's already started in the mountains. But think about this for a moment. Water changes into vapor, which then comes back down as rain or snow. And then it goes into a solid, maybe ice or snow, and it gets all hard. So goes through this constant rotation. Again, nature has planned this. It's given us examples of shape-shifting and quantum leap along the way. So the picture on the right is when the snow has come. All of a sudden there's one snowflake, then 100 snowflakes, and 100,000 snowflakes, and 100 million snowflakes. And before you know it, there's not only a couple of inches of snow on the ground, there's maybe 4, 5, 6 feet of snow on the ground. So again, a quantum leap in physics is the abrupt change of a particle from one state to another. And what could you do? What would it take for you to create your own quantum leap into the life you truly want to live? What if we can take these examples of nature and go, this is happening everywhere? Again, I just gave you 2 examples. It's happening everywhere all the time. So how can you apply those same principles to create your own quantum leap into the life you want to live? Well, there's 3 simple steps to start your quantum leap, to start your strategy right now. Listen, again, that still small voice. What is it telling you? Is it getting louder and louder? Be open to what it's telling you and take action to make it happen. Normally it's the action part that most of us struggle with, that we need help with, that we need team with, that we need strategy for to really make that happen. We've got the listening part down and we got the open part down, but we haven't got that action down for all sorts of reasons I won't get into now. Now, what is the law of Goya? Well, in the book of the book The Secrets, it talks all about the law of attraction. Again, that's that listen, that's that be open, that's your vision. What is it you want to create in your life? Well, the law of Goya was created by John Assaraf, which was one of the authors of the book. And he says the law of attraction only happens with the law of Goya. Again, this is nature. Law of Goya is get off your ass. Yep, you actually got to get off the couch, quit eating so many potato chips or whatever it is, and actually take action to make something happen. So if you're not taking action, nothing will happen. So by taking action now, scheduling a free call, you will leave with a strategy for your first steps. We'll have a one-on-one call, just you and me, 30, 40 minutes, something like that, and we'll create a strategy for your first call. And you'll also learn how to dive even deeper and get ongoing help to create a blueprint and implement the vision that you truly want to live. Now, right now, I just have a few spots. I have 5 one-on-one spots available. They're already going fast. So make sure you act now, schedule a call, a free call, and get started on your own quantum leap and your own mission. So I'm looking forward to chatting. Again, get started below. Pick a time, and we'll talk soon. Talk to you later. I'm a best-selling author. I'm a coach, a business coach, a lifestyle coach. I'm a yoga master and teacher, and I'm an adventurer. So this photo in the top left, I'm talking about quantum leaps at a much deeper level. I was invited onto Les Brown's stage during his Got to Be Hungry tour, and he wanted me to come on and talk about quantum leaps and how people can use that in their lives to go from one place to another to start living the life they truly want. I'm a podcaster. My show, Falling Up Radio, is just going through leaps and bounds. I have incredible stories on there, maybe like you, of other people that have been challenged and have struggled in all sorts of different areas of their life. Again, maybe it's health issues. Maybe it's entrepreneurs that have gone broke that have come back again. Maybe it's leaders out there in the community. Again, Les Brown is on there. Tommy Baylor, was voice coach for Michael Jackson, an incredible producer over the years. You may or may not heard of him. Just have all these incredible guests on there, again, whose stories just might motivate you and others. And how did I become a yoga teacher, a master yoga teacher? 1986, I showed up at the hospital. They were going to cut off my legs. They told me my right leg was 100% blocked. My left leg was 65% blocked. If I didn't have bypass surgery, that I was going to lose my legs. I had the surgery, had the blood flow come back right away, but within weeks I was back in the hospital again with blood clots, and it was, iffy kind of at that point. Got out of the hospital. A couple months later, I was back in again because I got new plaque in my arteries in my legs, and they wanted to do another surgery. What did I do? I left the hospital against medical advice. Even they told me I would be dead within months and I'd be losing my legs even sooner. I walked out of the hospital not knowing what I was going to do. I ended up in a yoga class, started doing yoga. It changed my life, along with a bunch of other things too. I became a yoga teacher, owned several yoga studios, helped yoga studios around the world in business as a business coach. And then I wrote a book, Falling Down, Getting Up. This is a book about what I just told you about, as well as several other just as big hard knocks as that I took. So this book tells about that. Number one book in stress recovery and yoga. And I'm here with Kevin Harrington. Kevin Harrington was one of the original sharks on the Shark Tank. And we're also talking about my book, Expert Success Solutions. I'm a contributing author with several other authors of that book. That book went to number one in business motivation and business marketing. And of course, I love the outdoors. I love getting outside. I love just pulling up to the woods, forgetting the trail, and just cutting into the trees and just really enjoying the nature and the peace and the quiet that I experience in there, the animals and all that, getting out cross country, skiing, hiking, biking, climbing mountains, whatever it is that I might like to do. That is something I never thought I was going to do after all my health problems that I had early on. Yet here I am, still alive and helping others. Now, that was obvious.